Ladies and gentlemen, bonjour, mesdames, messieurs. Did you know that I have Weembi mix on the left side there in Bahrain, and I'm lonely here in DeLand, Florida. So, guys, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup for taking the time. We are at after round 9, right? Are we? Yes. I lost my audio. I don't hear you.
Round 8.
Oh, round 8. Okay, so now the audio is back. So good. So round 8. That's what I meant. Sorry. Are you guys disappointed? You know what? One more thing. I would just want to introduce everybody quickly. So we know what that mix is like, even though the NSL has written about it. But on the right side there, all the way on the right side, this is Christine Malny of the Aerodyne Weembi girls. Next to her is Sophia Picou, her teammate with the French national team in 4-way women. Next to Sophia is Julien Degen, who we have known for many years. And next to him on the left side, that's Roy Jansen, who we also know as a former NMP PCH Hayabusa member and now in the Weembi lineup. Are you disappointed, Roy? You have no competition there in Bahrain. 12-point difference after round 8.
No, for sure. I mean, we're happy with the ranking we are. I mean, the goal was to go for first place. We could not overseen what happened yesterday. That in one round we could take 10 points on Hayabusa. I mean, that scenario we never imagined. So of course we're very happy with that. But not looking to the total points. I think we also are looking for every round that we do. And I think today we made some little mistakes. So if you look at the scores, it's not bad for sure because we keep pretty much the same ranking. The ranking is the same, but the total score is still good. But the quality of the jumps could have been better. But you always want to make it perfect. So I think that's a bit sometimes a disease of being a competitor that is sometimes hard to be satisfied with your round, even if we are now so much further ahead and that we could have hope for. So, but in general, yes, realistically, we're happy with where we stand for sure.
Yeah, being 12 points ahead of the reigning indoor and outdoor world champions after round 8, I think it's okay, isn't it? Okay, I want to go one step back actually first, and I want to talk to the young ladies there on the right side. And first of all, congratulations. I didn't even get to that in Australia, I believe. Congratulations for the World Championship in 4-way women there, and for also placing in 3rd place on the open class leaderboard. You are now literally the 3rd best team in the world in the open class. Congratulations for that too.
Thank you.
Yeah. How was the party? You got pretty wet there. What happened? What happened there? So did you plan to jump in the water, or what was going on, Sophia?
Yes, celebrate because it was a very good result. So in women category and open category, so we had to make something special, and for sure they put the podium in the swimming pool. So I was very surprised that nobody before us go to water. So the Russian team in 8-way they did it just before us, so it was a little bit.
You were the instigator.
Yeah, but I don't know. But we planned it before. We asked the authorization to the big chief to go to the water with our French suit, but it was okay. So yeah.
Oh, you had a plan, like a team has a plan, of course. Did you bring extra clothes?
No.
No.
The swimming pool was in the same place than our hotel. It was in our hotel, so we can.
Oh, that's right.
Hot shower after.
Short distance to the rooms. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What happened after that? A little bit champagne and a little bit celebration.
Yeah, we did a party, but it ends very, very soon. I think at midnight everything was over, so it was soft. Little party, not big one.
Well, that was quite impressive. You know, everybody knows that by now, that you are really, you know, you're looking at the open class leaderboard. And Julien, what do you think now? This is a team now. You have two new teammates, and they are from the girls team, and you're scoring higher with them than with your former teammates, Mathieu and Guillaume Bernier. What's the difference between Sophia and Christine and Guillaume and Mathieu?
It's a difficult question for my friends.
You can tell the truth. Yeah,
Well,
they don't mind.
They are ashamed.
They look better.
No, they are lighter. They are more current. They fly more. Every month they fly in the tunnel, even when we don't train. Yeah, and for us, it was a new challenge to fly with the two girls. When we started, it was not easy because we had to change a lot of things with Roy, because we have a lot of habits with the two brothers. But after a few camps, it was better and better, and we understood that it was the best way to beat the Belgian one day. So it took time, but we are happy for what we do now, and we can do better next year. So we still need to train more, but we have a lot of ideas and new engineering and new stuff to work on. So it's a good challenge.
Can't wait to see it. You are also hosting the next World Indoor Championship at Weembi in Lille in March next year. And so you will compete again, I guess, with the Weembi mix for France, and you will be running the event at the same time.
Yes.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, we are already working on the organization with the federation. We work a lot to organize this World Meet. We have a few experience with the nationals. We organized 2 times last year, so we know it's almost the same amount of participants of athletes. So
yeah,
we need to put more money on the table to organize better. Because to organize a World Meet after Bahrain is not easy. We don't have the same money, but we try to do our best. And on the other side, we don't know yet if we will be the French team. The federation needs still to decide. We hope so, but we don't know yet. So yeah, we are working on both sides, organize the World Meet, and then try to train. So that's the project now.
That was supposed to be my next question, actually. Now that you are the French indoor team, well, possibly the French, but you were already the French indoor team at the last indoor World Meet. I mean, at least as of nationality, it was a different lineup. So the French Federation, that is more about if they would connect the two of you with Sophia and Christine. So the national coach will speak a word probably and say, okay, that's fine with me or not.
Yeah,
that's
just
how it goes.
To speak with the federation, Mathieu, the national coach, and all the athletes for what they want, what they don't want, and then we need to see what we want with that team. And so nothing is done yet. We need to discuss. We hope to be there, but we don't know yet.
Well, the next question after that would be, let's say, you know, Mathieu says, okay, that's fine. You are a good national team. You're beating Hayabusa, so that's good for France. Are you going to turn back to the outdoor world then eventually? Is that I'm sure you're talking about it because, you know, France could have a very powerful comeback now, obviously, if and so forth. Can you talk about this, or am I going too far with that question already? Or?
It's too early to speak about it. Just
too early.
That we are going to Weembi for the World Meet, and then for sure it's always nice to have a good team in outdoor, but we don't want to train. We are old. We did our not like the girls. They are still young and they we did like 7 or 8 world meet with Roy. Did just a few. So we
Yeah.
don't want to spend so much time. We have he's working a lot. I'm working a lot. So we don't know yet, but we don't have the time to train a lot outdoor. That's why we built that team to be really competitive and current in indoor. But to compete outdoor, it's a lot of time, and we didn't speak about it yet.
I think basically, yes, we want, but at the same time, we don't have the time to train full time. You know, we cannot go back to that. But let's say if you have a scenario where you don't do a lot of jumps and where you still can compensate training in the tunnel and so on, then for sure we're interested. But you know, it's at this moment it's way too early to speak about that because, like Julian says, the federation needs first to talk about a lot of other stuff. But I think the interest in the team, for sure, it's there. We're interested, but the possibilities we don't know yet.
But I'm sure that Christine and Sophia, you will also have to speak with Clementine and Pamela to see what's coming up first of all, right? Have you had a conversation about this already, about the future of your team?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's too early as well. We almost we just finished Australia and then we came here, so it's too early. We need time to finish both competition and then take time to rest and to think about what we want. So we need time. It's very, very early to speak about it for everyone.
So everything I am doing here is very premature, actually, but you know, I'm always trying to know something before anybody else knows. And anyhow, so there's a lot of potential. That all sounds very interesting. It is also, let's talk about this meet quickly. I don't want to, you know, keep you up for too long. I mean, you are again 12 points ahead of Hayabusa, and when I talked to Joey earlier, he gave actually, it was very nice of him and fair to say that Hayabusa is coming from an outdoor season, basically. You know, they were focused mostly on outdoor training, as Christine and Sophia actually were too. But it was a little bit more difficult for them to adjust, I guess. And I'm sure you're expecting more competition probably in March next year at Weembi for the indoor meet, because the winter season they will train more indoor probably. Is that what you think?
In Australia, we saw them, and it was a tough competition. It was difficult and very tight, so I think they spent a lot of energy to win. So they came here maybe a little bit under their real level. So, and Christine and I, we didn't suffer as much as them, so we can be ready maybe faster than them to recover and to make this competition. So for sure, in April next year, it will be the real competition.
So now, are you ever getting a break now still? I mean, there's outdoor competition half of the year, then it's indoor competition the other half of the year. Then Julian, you have to run the operation there at Weembi. Roy, you're coaching. Christine is working in the tunnel, right? Sophia. That's a tight schedule, isn't it?
I think it's for everybody, but you know, that's what we love. That's what we have the passion for. We love to compete, and yes, you know, like every top sport, you need to sacrifice a lot. But you know, if you ask me if I would like to see it different, then probably no. I mean, it's a very busy life, also with traveling, you know, coaching. In our case, we don't train that much, but yes, it's very busy, and sometimes you don't have time for other stuff that most people do have. But on the other side, we also have other opportunities in life in competing, and you know, it's one of our biggest passions. So I think yes, it's very busy, but on the same time, I don't want to change it for a quiet life and don't compete and don't have these fights anymore. You know, so at least not for the next couple of years, but maybe in 10 years they'll different, obviously. But yeah.
Well, I have to admit that I think I would switch quickly if I could go there and you would switch to here, or so you wouldn't have to twist my arm to do what you're doing. It's great fun, and I'm glad that you feel like this, and it's wonderful to see that. All right, well, we have 2 more rounds to come tomorrow anyway, so I will be up all night again. It's all your fault, in fact, that I'm so tired. My eyes are falling shut, actually, while I'm speaking pretty much. But while you're flying, I'm wide awake. It's exciting to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. And then hopefully in Lille next year again, Julien. I hope that I will have the pleasure again to be at your place and cover the World Meet. Good luck for the remainder, and I hope we'll speak very soon again.
Thank you. Thanks, Bill.
Bon, so enjoy the rest of the day, and we speak later. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
All right. You're welcome.